that this natural gas tax has severe unintended consequences for a wide swath of the American economy. What the majority is doing here, in line with radical environmentalists, is demonizing America's oil and gas industry, claiming it's a thing of the past and unnecessary for the green future they're so desperate to achieve. This couldn't be further from the truth. As my Republican colleagues have rightly stated, petrochemical products quite literally enable modern life, from PPE and medicines to fight COVID, clothing to electronics, and even fertilizers needed by farmers to grow our food. Without these, we'd be back in the 18th century. I know we won't be able to get to all of our Republican critical use exemption amendments to this natural gas tax today, but I did want to mention mine briefly with its relevance to the rest of our markup. It would exempt from this tax any of the oil and gas and feedstock production that would go into much of this green spending we will be debating later. Do my Democratic colleagues even realize that the only way electric vehicles are viable is because they are outfitted with lightweight plastic parts? Do they realize the abundance of plastics and petrochemical-derived materials needed to build wind, solar, and battery components? That my Democrat colleagues either don't know or are ignoring this fact is surprising. I really cannot think of anything that Democrats love more than masks, vaccines, electric vehicles, and batteries. These things all have one thing in common. They don't exist without oil and gas-derived plastics. This is a fact. So to my Democrat colleagues, your choice is simple. Will this feedstock come from America and support American jobs here? Or are we going to tax this out of existence too and risk essentially buying this raw material from countries overseas that don't like us very much, putting money into their economies while sanctioning our own?